off to a bad start. He's going to find himself in 4th spot, going into turn number 1. And let's see how quick these 750 guys can work their way up through the open field. So as we mentioned, this open field is very talented. Look at this. 5 open riders already battling it out for the lead. And this is going to be tight. Kopecki's got the lead, but Russ Miller hanging in tough. In fact, Miller's back into 3rd now. He may have some motor problems. He's back in 3rd. We got another rider creeping up on Kopecki. And now they get on the straightaway, and Kopecki starts opening it up. Whoa, Russ Miller really swooped by the guy in 2nd spot, and he takes over 2nd. And then he's back into 3rd. Here we come. We got about a 7-rider freight train coming out of turn number 9. One of your feature main events of the day. If you're on a Kawasaki, you get a chance to pick up some money. Kopecki out in front. Russ Miller. Then comes Eicher. Eicher running in 3rd spot. In 4th spot is bike number 55. That's Chris Mallory on a Suzuki. Then in 6th spot it's 869, and that's Jean-Charles Benet hanging there in 6th spot. Oh, big lead in that 750 class. Class is Glen Smith. That's the rider from Texas on that Kawasaki. He's leading it, 98. Running in 2nd spot is Kenny Perez, also on a Kawasaki, and Earl Roloff on the 3rd Kawasaki. So Kawasaki going to be paying off some good money here in this 750 class. Leading overall, however, is going to be Kenny Kopecki on a Suzuki. In 2nd spot, it's still Russ Miller on a Suzuki, and in 3rd spot, Eicher on the Ducati. So Kawasaki not in the contingency paying process, at least in the open class, but boy, they've got 3 bikes going in the 750 Super Street class. And here comes your leader. It's still Kopecki, Russ Miller. Then comes 97. We got a new rider up there in 3rd spot. Barry Burke, evidently on a Yamaha in the 750s class. He must be in an open bike because he's running up there with the leaders. So we got Barry Burke now running up there in 3rd spot. Roloff now in 2nd spot in the 750 class. Larry, buddy, we'll see ya. And Mrs. Buddy, okay. That's Nadine down there with him. Here come your leaders out of turn number 9. It's gonna be Kopecki, but boys, he got a fight on his hands. In fact, look at this. Russ Miller's gonna try and make the pass now. Down this front straightaway. No, that's Barry Burke running in 2nd spot. Russ Miller in 3rd. Chris Mallory in 4th spot. And Fred Eicher running in 5th as those 5 riders move away from everybody. Barry Burke hanging all over Kenny Kopecki. And of course, Kopecki just does not like finishing 2nd spot, but it looks like that's where he might end up again. And now looking at that 750 class. Coming down here leading the 750 class is still Glen Smith from Texas. Roloff's going to have his hands full trying to catch Glen Smith, the rider out of Texas, as Glen goes after that $500 Kawasaki money up for this race. All those 5 riders still having a great battle up there on top of the hill as they come out of turn number 4 and 5 and head around 6. Kopecky still holding off this group. Oh, I think Burke now has got the lead. Yeah, Burke's got the lead, with Kopecky now has to do the hard charging. Russ Miller, who's got the fastest bike on the racetrack, look at him motor away from 4th and 5th and go after those leaders as they go down the back straightaway. Miller's got the fastest bike out there, but he seems to be slowing a little bit into the turns. But boy, Barry Burke on a brand new bike, and he's leading the race. I don't think we've ever seen Barry Burke win a race out here, have we? Boy, Barry Burke's showing what he's got. And, oh, we got a rider down in turn number 9. A rider down in turn number 9. It was one of your leaders. In fact, it looks like it could have been Barry Burke. Kenny Kopecky go by, so does Russ Miller, and so does Chris Mallory. That could have been Fred Eicher down over there. That could be Fred Eicher down over there, but the rider is up and okay. The rider is up. John Charles Benet goes by, but I believe that was probably Fred Eicher that went down over there in a heap over there in turn number 9. And once again now, Kenny Kopecky finds himself in second position. Roloff still in second spot behind that Texas rider, Glen Smith. He comes out here from Texas almost every weekend, knows he can pick up some money, and he's in the position right now to pick up $500 from Kawasaki. And according to Glen, this would be twice his normal payday in a week. So he's looking for a pretty big payday from Kawasaki if he can just hold off Earl Roloff. Of course, that's not easy to do. Roloff, the winningest rider in club racing history. 230 wins. Unofficially, we think we've got him at 230 wins in his career. And he's got twice as many wins in club racing as the second guy. And I think the second place guy would be David Emdy from years back. And also Wes Cooley garnered a lot of wins in club racing history. And of course, Wes Cooley out here today spectating. Right now, going into turn number 1 is still Barry Burke with Kenny Kopecky running in second spot, Russ Miller in third, and Chris Mallory doing a good job in fourth spot. We're at the halfway point in this race. We need the 305 modified production, Formula 3, and the 600 singles. Up to the pre-grid, please. 305 modified production, Formula 3, and 600 singles up to the pre-grid, please. Race number 5 on the program. We're in the one right now. It looks like in that 750 contest, Earl, who's been straining and grunting, trying to get up with Glen Smith, now is within sight as they head around turn number 2. Earl takes that patented high line around turn number 2, and we're about ready to see it pass for the lead in the 750 class. He's coming up on Glen Smith. He's going up to the outside, and he's in the short chute there, handlebar to handlebar, and Glen Smith outbreaks him into 3. So it's going to be Glen Smith and then bike number 1, Earl Roloff in second spot. Here goes Barry Burke. He's got a pretty big lead now over Kopecky running in second spot, Russ Miller in third, and Chris Mallory in fourth. Right now, that's more or less that race is pretty well settled down into a one right after the other type of a ride for these four as they head around turn number 1 and into turn number 2. But once again, Kenny Kopecky finds himself in that all too familiar, disappointing second position for him anyway. As we check out that battle in the 750 class, and look at this now, the 750 leaders starting to work their way through some of the slower open bikes. And right now, Glen Smith still holding on to it. Earl Roloff getting caught up in some traffic. Right now, Glen Smith spelling that $500 from Kawasaki. Earl Roloff with about $300 in his pocket if he can hold on a second, but you better believe Earl doesn't want that. He wants $500. He has bills to pay too. Earl's getting stuck behind some lap traffic, and Glen Smith finding his way around it in pretty good shape. Glen Smith now is through and clear of the lapped traffic, or I should say the the bigger machines as they come up on the slower riders as they work their way up the hill. Your leaders now going down that back straightaway. Bike number 97. I think this is his first time on a ride on a big bike, and he's coming out of turn number 9 with a pretty big lead. Kenny Kopecky, his race is not over yet. He could lose second spot to Russ Miller, the rookie rider, as that Russ Miller has probably the fastest bike in a straight line out here today. Here they come. Kopecky running in second spot, Russ Miller in third, Chris Mallory running there in fourth spot. Your 750 leaders are starting to come up to fifth spot overall now as they come out of turn number 9. Glen Smith out of Texas. Earl Roloff out of San Diego, California. Come down here and it's getting close. Glen Smith still leading. Roloff at about 20 yards behind him. Can't seem to make any inroads on Glen. As they head around 1, now Roloff picks up some real estate on him. As they head into turn number 2, Roloff is all over him. Okay, we just found out from our charts up here, Whitney Blakeslee, he's in that battle in the 750 class, as well as Glen Smith and Earl Roloff. Whitney's on a Honda, and is not going to pay him any Kawasaki money, but look at this, Whitney's leading right now. Smith in second spot, Earl Roloff back in third, so Roloff could pick up $100 from Kawasaki. He doesn't want that, he was going to try and go for the win, but he's got to get around Smith and Blakeslee as they head around turn number 1 right now. That was it. That was the end of the race. And it looks like Roloff's going to get third. Okay, so congratulations to Barry Burke. A good ride by Barry Burke. I think this was his first time ever, a recorded win. And, of course, Kenny Kopecky once again getting second position. And running in third spot was Russ Miller. And in finishing fourth, Mike, I don't know, is going to set him